updated mask guidance by the Washington governor, what the status on Washington's indoor mandate is,
and the status of concessions reopening at WSU sporting events, coming up on Murrow News 8.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Connor McAvoy.
And I'm Catherine Jones. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
Governor Jay Inslee announced today at a press conference that he will largely lift the state's indoor mask mandate on March 21st. The mask mandate has been in place since last August.
On March 21st, we will no longer have a state mandate for wearing masks in schools. And on March 21st, we will no longer have a state mandate for wearing masks in indoor spaces.
The lifting of this mandate will not apply to healthcare and medical facilities, long-term care settings, and jails and prisons. Local governments and school districts will retain the authority to enact their own mask mandates, and private businesses will still have the right to require customers to wear masks.
Riley Fitzgerald is out of the studio to discuss the changes coming to WSU related to the updated mask protocols. Riley, what has the response from the university been?
At a press conference last week, Governor Jay Inslee announced that masks will no longer be required in public outdoor settings. At that conference today, he announced that March 21st is the date to remove indoor mask mandates across Washington. Though there is still a lot of time between now and then, which means you do still have to keep masks on for now. He says that we cannot stop before it's over, and to quote him from the conference, we must run through the red tape. Inslee said that independent decisions as to whether a business will require masks will still apply. A question on all of our minds: is WSU going to follow the in-state requirement for removing mask mandates, or will we keep the masks for a little while longer?
WSU will take a look, and I think we'll make a decision within the next couple of days. But given that it's another 4 weeks out, I think there's probably a good likelihood that most campuses, if not all of our campuses, will follow suit and drop the mask mandates on that date.
According to Phil Weiler, WSU does not have an answer quite yet, but it seems like we might be heading in the right direction. On the WSU Pullman campus, I'm Riley Fitzgerald. Let's go back to the desk.
With these protocols in mind, Whitman County has now confirmed 16 new COVID-19 cases as of today. According to Whitman County Public Health, this brings the total COVID-19 case count in Whitman County to 9,162. Hospitalizations and death data are inconclusive at this time.
Well, WSU sports fans are in luck. Concession stands will reopen in Beasley Coliseum at home basketball games this Friday. Concession stands were put on a pause in mid-January due to the rise in COVID-19 cases. Concession stands will be open just in time for the women's basketball game against Arizona State.
If you teach a large class size at WSU, you may qualify for a new award. Faculty who teach classes of 50 or more students can self-apply online for the WSU Teaching Academy's new award for excellence in teaching a large class. Lecturers can submit multiple forms if they are teaching multiple classes. This is the Teaching Academy's third new award in 2 years. All Teaching Academy awards have a deadline of March 15th.
Core strength could help dogs avoid knee injuries. According to WSU Insider, Washington State University veterinarian Deb Sullen led the study that found that fitness matters for dogs just like it does for people. Previous research had never found that before. The full study is published in BMC Veterinary Research. Well, Connor, it looks like it's time to get out there and start walking your dog.
Well, you know what? If I ever do get a dog, I'm going to do that, trust me. Coming up, the verdict of a 64-year-old policeman accused of possessing child pornography.
And a former WSU football player opening up a new business in Spokane. Find out what it is, up next on Murrow News 8.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
A 64-year-old policeman accused of possessing child pornography has been pled guilty to felony voyeurism. According to public radio, Carl Wesley Jackson pleaded guilty in Whitman County Superior Court yesterday. The conviction comes with a requirement that he register as a sex offender. Jackson is scheduled for sentencing next month.
Former WSU football player Dallas Hobbs announced on social media a few months ago that he would forego his final year of eligibility to play football to pursue new ventures. One of these ventures is opening up a new brewery in Spokane. Our reporter Gillis provides more details.
Former WSU defensive lineman Dallas Hobbs announced in an Instagram post in January that he would not be taking his sixth and final year of eligibility for football to focus on new ventures. One of those ventures? The soon-to-be-opened Common Language Brewing Company in Spokane.
I was approached for it. I wasn't the original founder and starter of it. I just got brought on more for graphic design needs. It's a major in digital technology and culture.
Dallas also said that 6 total people, including himself, are involved in the creative decisions of the business. So when Common Language Brewing Company first came to be, it started from just one person involved to 6. One of these creative people, Sean Owens, expressed his appreciation of being able to partner with Dallas these past few months.
You know, I love solving problems, and one of the things I love about working with Dallas is that he is also a problem solver. He truly is a great partner to work with because he is able to think outside the box. Okay, here's our problem. What are we going to do? How are we going to solve it?
And when asked when the brewery will finally have its grand opening, Dallas said that he anticipates sometime in March.
We're working on a few things. Hopefully we start brewing soon. Hopefully that second weekend in March. But for sure, we're hoping for sometime in March.
Reporting for Murrow News 8, I'm Gillis Williams.
Thanks, Gillis. Well, the weather has been a little warmer than normal lately, but I saw the other day that we're expecting a major cool down this week. Chris, what are the details?
Well, Connor, that's definitely right. We do have a cold front coming in, but it's not going to be for a couple days because today we have a nice afternoon sun right now, getting about 46 degrees with winds about 8 to 10 miles an hour coming from the west, but gusts could be up to 30. And moving on to tomorrow, that's the day you want to circle on your calendar if you want to get out and do something outside before that cold front comes in, because we're going to sit at a nice 49, a true sunny day throughout the day. Shouldn't be any overcast in the morning or the evening. And we'll go through to the state map where we have Olympia and Seattle commonly in the high 40s, only going to go down to about the low 40s and overcast. Yakima, 53, partly sunny, intermittent sun, and then Tri-Cities is the highlight on the map, 57 and truly sunny out. And then moving to the east side of the state, Spokane and Pullman are around the same range at mid-40s. And then taking it to the 5-day forecast, what I really want to bring your attention to is Monday and Tuesday, because that's when we're going to see the cold front really start with those temperatures dropping down into 15 on Monday and single digits on Tuesday with some scattered precipitation all throughout the weekend. So definitely want to watch out for that, but try to enjoy today and tomorrow. And back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Chris. Next, find out from our sports anchor Alex McCollum how long since the Cougs basketball team last beat the UCLA Bruins on the road.
And which Coug athletes are participating at the track and field competition in Arkansas this week. Find out next on Murrow News 8.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, You,
yes,
your football buddy, your football buddy. You, the boss's boss. If 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, that means it could be you, your barber, your barber's barber.
nice work.
Thanks.
You, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse.
Yes.
You, your dog walker,
On your left.
your cat jogger. Or you, your co-pilot, your co-pilot's co-pilot. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org to know where you stand.
I'm Alex McCollum with the sports. The WSU men's basketball team is headed down to UCLA to play the Bruins at 8 p.m. tonight at Pauley Pavilion. The last time the Cougs beat the Bruins at their home court came in 2009, about 13 years ago. The Cougs stay in SoCal to play the USC Trojans on Sunday. The Cougs have been on a losing streak against the Trojans since 2015, but I think if they enter the court in a big wooden horse, they may have a fighting chance. In their last loss, Michael Flowers led with 13 points and Deshaun Jackson with 7 rebounds. The Arizona State women's basketball team is headed up to Beasley Coliseum to play the Cougs at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. The Cougs last played the Sun Devils on Valentine's Day, losing 61-67. The last win against ASU came in 2014 at 83-78. On Sunday, it's Cougs versus Wildcats as the University of Arizona women's team travels to Beasley Coliseum for a noon tip-off. The Cougs' last win against Arizona came last January when the Cougs won by 2 points at 71-69. According to an article from ESPN, the University of Toledo is expected to hire WSU Deputy Athletic Director Brian Blair to replace their athletic director Mike O'Brien. O'Brien is expected to retire this spring. According to the article, Blair was an integral player in promoting Jake Dickert to head football coach and hiring men's basketball coach Kyle Smith. Toledo was also considering Purdue Senior Associate Athletic Director Tom Moreland for the role. Thanks, guys. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Alex. Coming up, why campus is being taken over by some high school students around the state.
Find out more about this next on Murrow News 8.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
More than 50 high school students from the Seattle and Spokane areas will get to experience life on the WSU campus in Pullman this weekend. This is all part of the 30th Annual Vibes Conference that aims to educate students about the benefits of higher education. ASWSU guides the conference, and members of the Black Student Union and the Visionaries Inspiring Black Empowered Students organize it.
Thanks for watching. If you missed anything in this or any of our previous newscasts, you can always watch us on our YouTube channel.
More news can be found at nwpb.org/mn8, and you can always follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Have a good night.